All right, so boom. Anytime somebody say, all right, so boom, they already got the story. So realistically, just go ahead and get your popcorn and we about to just get this on the cracking. So April 10th, 2025, basically I just got off of work. I started sitting in my car. I noticed my engine light was off. When I say my engine light been on for like the consecutive last, it's like it'll pop on one day and then pop off the next day. So I'm like, okay, I know that my engine light was off. And then things in that nature. And I'm already thinking about the plans that I had with getting rid of the car. So I'm like, okay, I need to go see if I can get this car inspected. In Texas, realistically, you got to get your car inspected before you get it registered. So I noticed the engine light was off. Started stumbling through my papers in my glove compartment. I'm looking for my insurance card because, let's see if it's on this phone. Yeah, I'm looking for my insurance card because this go around, I did not save it on my little Apple. Like y'all know how y'all can save the little insurance things. I didn't save it on there. So realistically, I'm like, okay, cool. One thing about me, I don't pay attention to passwords. If I can't use Face ID to get in the app, I don't need it. I found it, and basically I was unaware that my insurance expired on basically my birthday. So I'm on the phone with my girlfriend and everything, and I'm asking her, can she take care of the little insurance situation, which she did. So that's around, I want to say 7:20ish a.m. in the morning. I needed gas. Across the street, some people know my car run on E85, so I needed gas. I go across the street to the gas station across the street, start pumping gas, and stopped at 17 cents. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I know I got more money than that. So I pull around to another pump. That pump stopped at 5 cents. So I'm like, okay, cool. I need to find some E85 quick because I don't have no gas. And some people may know when you have a car that's on E85 or flex fuel, you're not supposed to mix both of them together. At this point, I could have mixed. I could have put 93 in my car because my car is tuned for 93 and E85. But I'm thinking of, okay, this might be my last few drives in the car because I did have a lot of stuff to do that day. I was putting the registration on my plate. It was my girlfriend's little sister's birthday, so I had to go to her birthday party. And basically, it was a whole bunch of other stuff that I had to do just to make sure the car was just squared away, take off the wrap, which now the wrap is off. But hey, that's that. So I started thinking to myself, where's the nearest E85 station? I'm like, dang, they did just build this gas station down the street and they sell E85, so I'm going there. So I get to the gas station, swipe card, put nozzle in car, pump, just sitting there. One thing I love about E85 is like, some people would know E85 be like $2.10 a gallon. Sometimes you can catch it at $1.99 and things like that. So it only take typically $30 at most to fill the car up. $20, $25, 3/4 of a tank. So that's kind of why I love E85. It do burn faster, but that's off topic. So I ended up leaving the gas station once I handled all the gas situation. And some people know this street that the accident happened on is busy. It leads straight to the freeway. Like the last light after that is the freeway entrance. And I'm looking, if I would have I got to the light. If I would have turned left, I would have been sitting in traffic for about 10, 15 minutes. I just got off of work, so that's the last thing I want to do, is despite all the stuff that I got to do that day. So I look to my right, clear as day. So I turn right. I get to the next light, and I'm like, dang, okay, I got to turn left right here because they're doing construction farther ahead. And the only reason I know that because my dad, if I keep going that way, my dad, he stay that way. So I know this area very, very well. I basically grew up in this area, if you want me to be honest. So the exit where it turns into a feeder road so I can turn left on Main, basically in the far right lane, there's nothing but traffic. So with it being traffic, I can't speed. So speeding is out the question. So realistically, as soon as I see the left lane open up, I jump in the left lane. Once I jump in the left lane, realistically, it's probably a few cars in front of me, but they way ahead over the train tracks. So I'm pressing the gas. The speed limit, 35, 40, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just accelerating normally to get past all the cars. As soon as I get on the side of the 18-wheeler, which was Amazon, It was an Amazon. It wasn't an Amazon 18 wheeler. It was an 18 wheeler carrying an Amazon load. If you get what I'm saying. So I get right there and I'm just looking up. I get by the bed. I don't know what the cab of the thing where the person sit, and all I see is a blue truck come out the driveway. I'm slamming on brakes, getting close to the curve, trying to prevent the accident from being worse than what it could be because I'm just looking. But I'm just basically unaware of I'm aware of the situation, but it's just like, dang, I'm like, this really happening. You get what I'm saying? And I say, some people say the worst thing that could happen to a person when they couldn't get rid of their car is the car get totaled out. And I'm like, man, I never thought that could happen until obviously it happened. So I'm getting closer to the curve, realistically slamming on brakes. When I say slamming on brakes, my car not, it's not doing that because I assume I wasn't going fast enough, but my brakes locking up. Next thing I know, all I feel is boom. And I'm just on top of the curve, which is the video y'all can see on TikTok. I might insert it right here. And I basically just stopped. I'm on the phone with my girlfriend, AirPod in my ear, and Eddie Valera was playing in the background. I just learned about the artist. And I can't say the song, but that song gonna pop up right here. That's the song I listen to. Y'all should go listen to it. But that's all that's playing in the background. For the people that don't know, if you get in a car accident, your music still play. I ain't know that. Well, I did know that because I watched the girl flip the car, and when the car flipped, all you heard was Future. I get hit. Perkins car. That's neither here or there. But so that happened. Like I'm getting out the car. The person that was in the truck, obviously, if he would have stayed right there, he was blocking traffic, so he had to move the truck up a little bit. The thing that I hate, nobody stayed. Like the Amazon driver that. Well, okay, let me go back a little bit. So realistically, I get out the car. He moved the truck up, get out the car. We start talking to each other. First thing come out his mouth, the Amazon driver told me to go. Me personally, me knowing my anger and looking at the situation like, damn, I damn near, like I lost my car type stuff because a lot of people don't know how hard it is to find parts for a car that's discontinued. So I'm looking at it like, dang, I'm just trying to find the light in the situation. I'm like, well, I got to get a new car. And this kind of just messed me up on trading in the car because some people know, some people don't know the situation with the car, which is, they was giving me more than what, well, basically they was selling the car on consignment. Somebody wanted to buy it due to the fact that it had modifications. They wasn't worried about the miles because all they was gonna do is take most of the stuff and LS swap it anyways from what the salesman told me once everything fell through with the accident and stuff. So that happened. I'm like, okay, cool. So he get out the truck saying, oh, well, the Amazon driver told me to go. Like I said, the only thing that made me mad is the fact that nobody in that little area stayed. Because you know how sometimes if you have witnesses, it make the whole scene better. As of right now, it's just he say, she say. And kind of is stupid because realistically, I had the right of way in the whole situation. Far as traveling in the left lane, going towards the light, and he just coming out the driveway into the left lane legally. A person can't come out the left lane. I'm in a driveway into the left lane. They have to go into the right lane and travel that for at least 15 to 25 yards before they jump over. Yeah, I kind of learned a lot because I thought about getting my CDL. But so yeah, that's kind of it with the whole accident scene. Well, during the accident, he got out, said the Amazon driver told me to go. He tried to chase the Amazon driver, the 18-wheeler driver down, and the 18-wheeler just went on about his day. Realistically, like my dad used to tell me when I started driving when I was 9, and for this to be my first car accident, it kind of mean a lot to me. So you're not supposed to drive, listen to what other people tell you when they drive. You're supposed to drive for yourself and other people. So that's kind of on your end. So that ended up happening. I keep saying that, I keep backtracking and then going back. So that ended up happening. The next thing I know, realistically, we sitting there, they telling me, oh, well, anytime a city vehicle is involved in a car accident, they have to get the police out so they could do a police report. I'm like, okay, cool. They call the police. 10, 15 minutes go by. I call the police to verify that the police was called. They said the police is on the way. Okay, boom. If the police on the way and the police station literally probably 5 minutes down the street, this shouldn't take that long. An hour go by. At this point, it's tow trucks picking up cars, taking them on Fundra and dropping them off, coming back to us trying to figure out what's wrong, how long it's been. It's literally just like that. 2 hours go by. At this point, my girlfriend out there, my dad, my mom, all the city of Houston workers doing their little investigation. One person taking pictures of the scene. He had shakies like a mug. I know what that means. 3 hours go by. So at this point, it's 10 o'clock. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how long it's gonna take? My sister out of town, she ended up calling the police from Mississippi. And basically, whatever she told them, they end up getting there in the next hour because they got there at probably 11:20. Let me see, because it said on here, it said the accident time was 11:26. And like I just told y'all, the accident happened at like 7:40 something in the morning. So that's 4 hours of my day just gone. I think I seen it on here because it do say the time that the accident was cleared. 11:26 time of arrival. So basically the accident was cleared at damn near 12 p.m. So we was outside for 7, 8, 9, 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 hours. It took the police 4 hours to just get there for this situation. So I don't know what was told to the police for them to arrive 4 or 5 hours later, 4.5 hours later. But to me, I do feel like it's poor. I can't think of the word, but it's just they didn't take the situation serious. A police called me on the phone and said, yeah, can y'all swap insurance information? And I was like, yeah, but they won't give me theirs. They're saying anytime a city vehicle is involved, they have to wait for the police to come. And I can show y'all because on the police report, they got all my insurance information wrong. Because like I said, my girlfriend put insurance on my car before I drove away from. They got the address wrong too. Before I drove away from my job. So the whole time during the accident, I had insurance, but they keep saying, oh, well, it's showing that you don't have insurance. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just take it and see what they could do. I didn't get a ticket, so I'm like understanding. I don't understand how y'all can say, oh, this person didn't have it. I presented it to y'all, and it says this, that, and the third. But okay, so that's the whole car accident thing. The police came, they assessed the situation after 4.5 hours. They put the other driver at fault. He get a ticket, boom, shebang, something so simple. So me personally, I'm looking at the damage on my car. I started my car a few minutes before the police got there, and I was just listening to our sound. Everything sounds smooth, everything sounds okay. I'm not really thinking nothing of it. I get in the car. I was finna bag off the curb, but they said no. It'd be smarter for you to go up and go around. So I drove the car around. I drove the car up, went around the roundabout, and came back around and passed up to see where the accident was, and basically just drove it straight home. So I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, either way it go, now I can get the bumper that I wanted for this car. This whole situation just made me, like I even said it in the video, this whole situation kind of made me want to come back 2, 3 times harder with this car, just because I know how much time, I know how much money, I know how much everything I invested in it. So boom, I get home, banging in my dad's driveway, and I'm not really thinking too much of it. I start looking at the damage. So obviously I know I needed a new headlight. Obviously I know I need a new bumper. Obviously I knew I need a new frame, a crash report for the frame. Obviously I know I need a new fender. I didn't think about the brackets that was bent up. I didn't think about anything under the car. That's why with some of the estimates, it's only giving you a value of what is visual. So all the stuff that was on there was visual. And then I say 2 days later, because this happened on the 3rd. The accident happened either on the Wednesday. I don't even remember the exact date, like the day. I remember the date, but I don't remember the day. Let me go see. The accident happened on like I want to say it was a Thursday. Yeah, it was a Thursday. So that weekend went by because, like I said, I had to go to my girlfriend sister birthday party Friday night. Boom, I'm off on Friday, so I was stressing about the whole situation. But at the same time, I'm like, damn. So what's gonna happen? Um, Monday morning I'm like, okay, I'm off to work tonight. Let me go ahead and just go get some estimates done for the car. So that was the last time I drove the car. I went to 3 shops. I went to one on Alameda. I went to one that that's right by my job, and I went to another one that's on OST. So I go to those shops. All the estimates is kind of varying. The one that's right by my job, the only reason I want to take my car to them because they include everything they believe in. If you pay for something that's on the car during the accident, they should replace it. As far as the wrap, even though I'm like, damn, I'm taking the wrap off. Even if they have to paint the car, realistically, a lot of people don't know. Once you have a wrap on once you paint a car, you have to wait almost 3 to 6 months for the paint to cure. Cause it's be like, you put the wrap on there and try to peel it back to correct it, and you take all the paint off. So I'm like, okay, cool. Realistically, I'm not really tripping on the wrap portion of it, but all the damages just off of visual came up to be $9,600, and I'm like, okay, that's high, but I understand why. The Camaro parts are hard to find. The OEM parts is basically an arm and a leg. Just think about it like this: if an axle for my car costs $1,000 OEM straight from the dealership, all these other parts gonna be expensive as hell. So I kind of took that and was like, damn. So one thing I started to notice every time I stopped in one spot, when it came to getting the estimates, my car started leaking oil in one spot. So when we went on to one place, it was parked there for probably 10, 15 minutes. It's leaking oil. Go to another place, same thing. Another place, same thing. Me personally, I got my car towed home after that. When I get the car towed home, realistically, this is how the bumper ended up off. Obviously, the Camaro got to be towed on the flatbed. It drove on the flatbed, drove off. So when they was driving it off, realistically, the bumper started dragging, and we was like, you know what? It's gonna come off anyways, because literally it was just holding on by a few bolts. All the brackets on the side was broke, so it's not holding on it's not holding on 100%. So the bumper ended up coming off when they basically drive it off the truck. We pulling in the driveway, and when we pulling in the driveway, that's kind of the last time that the car actually started. I started it a few days ago, not a few days ago, but a few months ago. I posted it on TikTok, but it took hell starting that video. I mean that car, which is gonna be the video y'all see next. It took hell starting that car, and of course I went checked the battery. I bought the battery probably a year or so ago, so I wouldn't understand how the battery went bad that fast, but it was hell starting that car. But as of right now, September 23rd, I have not started the car since that video was recorded, and that was 3 months ago. So realistically, like I say, right now, I've been stressing and contemplating about a whole bunch of other stuff, far as what if I fix the car, they total it out and say, oh, we want to take it, because at this point, it's going to look like I'm paying for it out of pocket. I don't understand how a person could get a claim go far as how much they're gonna get as totaling the vehicle, then back door and say, well, we're gonna deny it. Everybody telling me insurance companies can't do that, and I most likely know they can't, but at the same time, I just want to know what made them do that. But hey, this the city I'm dealing with. It's not something like I get hit by another driver, progressive on progressive, weeds, hash the stuff out, and it'll be over with. No, this is actually the city. But with that being said, that's kind of everything that happened during the accident. Yeah, the other driver was placed at fault. As you can tell by the police report, I'm happy I obtained this, because realistically, it's this thumbnail. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stupid stuff going on at the moment. So with that being said, that's gonna be the end of this video. The rebuild process might start soon, because I've been on Facebook Marketplace looking for parts as far as the headlights, because me personally, I don't want to pay $400-500 for one headlight, and I can find it cheaper on Marketplace. Hell, I don't even want to pay $300 for the headlight if I don't know if I'm gonna keep the car or not. So I've been trying to look up alternate ways so I can fix the car fast, because I miss driving my car. That was my baby. But hey, everything happened for a reason, if you want to be honest. So with that being said, yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. That's the truth about the car accident. I wasn't speeding. I'm gonna say this, I realized I got hit hard enough for a windshield wiper blade to come off my window, but besides that, I did suffer injuries, but all that stuff, neither here or there. So we're gonna be looking at y'all in the next video.